Haha. Luna, how are you doing? I'm back. I'm back with 15 extra percent. Mickey J, the goat. Nice, nice, nice. Yes, all the red should get you hyped. I'm glad you guys are feeling this way. You know, this is this is one other reason why I love this community so much, is that the things that we go over, we truly do go over. Like, there are many other channels when I have a little time extra to go view some. I know, sorry, there's the guy cutting his grass in the middle of the hot sun. I don't understand, but again, yeah, you gotta cut him out, right? But anyways, so yeah, like I go to other channels sometimes when I get the time, and I see they still get questions. Like creators there, they still get questions that, like, like the funniest questions of all time. Like, hey, does this have the opportunity to go into the hundreds or whatnot? And it's like, wow, if after a year and a half in this, and you as a creator, you've been, I'm pretty sure you covered this in the early stages of this game. For people to still, you're following to still ask this, that means you've never really definitively answered it. So this is one thing I love about this community here, guys, is that when we go over something, we really do go over it. Like, everybody gets it, moves on, and they start thinking about what's next. And that's how you guys are embracing the red as good. It's good news. Okay, yes, finally, he's done. Hopefully he doesn't go to the next lot. Yes, sad. So many or my peoples will lose their 401ks. Hey, I've tried myself as well, Mickey. See, Mickey, here's the thing. There is a very it's very delicate situation, because you're talking about someone who possibly, the best I can describe this to, like, imagine us as prophets, okay? Because when God sent prophets to Mother Earth to tell people to stop doing what they're doing and start following in a different way, you know what they all did. They did not accept those prophets. Some of them got killed, some of them got hurt, most of them got rejected, and that's what you have to expect. Like, when I tell and when you tell somebody anything about that, or you start talking about that, they're not going to believe you. Because why? Because in their head, they're so set on the fact that, hey, our fathers and our forefathers have all been living a part of this system, and this system has been moving on perfectly. Why is it just some random person now, let alone it's not a Bill Gates or a Elon Musk that is saying it? So it's like any of us, we're a nobody to them. Why is it coming down to somebody like these guys who are labeled as dumb money to really know what's gonna happen? Of course they're not gonna listen to us. They're gonna listen to the Jim Cramers, people with accolades and all that stuff. And when they get clubbered, then they'll be so ready to go ahead and get mad at us and say that you guys did this, because they're gonna still be so arrogant to know what happened. They just know they got effed, but they're not gonna really care about the real reasoning. They're gonna roll with what the media gives them, which is the apes did this. It's their nut job workings and their makings that made this happen, and eventually that's what it's gonna go down to. But do you care? Does it matter to you guys? At the end of the day, you have the responsibility to take care of you and your own, and that's the most important responsibility of all. Now, as far as what happens next, of course, I'm very compassionate. I would love for everybody not to lose any of their 401ks or to get screwed or whatnot. But the dog. I mean, this is the nature of the beast. Something has got to give, and unfortunately, these greedy bastards up there, they're playing with those poor people's money. And that's the very same people that are, supporting them. Like, literally, like these people that me and you, Mickey, and many of you guys in this community are telling, hey, watch out for your 401k. Hey, go look at this, move your assets from such and such time, as far as in mid-May to early June, you're not going to be able to touch your account. All that stuff, They threw it down in your face, in our face. But guess what? They listen to these smart money, the same people that is going to offer them like a sacrificial lamb as far as all their holdings to us. And then they're going to say, this is the people, the bad people are going to, in the media, mainstream, they're going to say that this is the people, they're going to label us like, this is the people that took you out. And those people are going to turn around and say, it could be family members. They're going to look at you and say, it's because of you and your likes. Now I don't have retirement, especially if retirement is around the corner for them. So that's why it's really important to also stay put and stay to yourself. Don't show off what happens after. I mean, at the end of the day, the point that must be proven is the most important point, which is you and yourself. If you make up, if you made the point, it's you that is most importantly you making the point to. F the world. So there's no need to go and shove it in everybody's face telling them, hey, look, I got 3 million while you just got wiped out of your 30 to 40 year career. Right? Okay, let's see. Let's see. The only time you repeat info are the new family members and new apes. And again, Mickey, I mean, I would love to always repeat. Like when I said, like what I love about this, as far as we go over points, is that people, when we say something, not just me, but like all of you guys, when we discuss something, we really all soak it in. No one is like kind of back noising the stuff, you know, like it's background noise. They're not really just listening to it. They're listening to it, but they're not really listening. That's what I love about it. It's like everything we talk about here is listened to and kept track on. And because people are serious here in this community, we got mutual respect, we got love for each other as family, and we take each other to the most high, you know, level wise. Let's see. Pabloco, the legend. Yes, things are getting real. Look at the crypto. Crypto is dying. Guys, you should be excited. Again, we're gonna repeat this. MicroStrategy and Tesla are the two biggest institutional holders in this, and their average coin average is 30,000 on Bitcoin, 30 to 31,000. Now that it's below, what do you expect is about to happen? Okay, let's put it this way. There's no way that these two institutional players that I just named did not know things like this was going to happen. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been at this high level. What I mean by that is they would have never purchased coins in the 40 grand, Bitcoins for 40K or whatever, or basically average up to $30,000 if they didn't see this coming. They would have just waited and bought it for less, right? Unless it's been a surprise. Like somebody screwed somebody, or somebody is getting screwed. I mean, like Coinbase store, like what's happening with CoinDesk right now, Coinbase, that is tremendously huge. I personally think, like, don't think that this is like, you know, they're putting out media articles now saying that Bitcoin is done, crypto is over, Coinbase is warning. They did warn. They're saying that if they go bankrupt, all their holdings are gonna go to zero. Like basically everybody that has any crypto in there is shit out of luck. I mean, that's not the kind of article you put out as a company, like as a accredited company or something that's professional, one of the biggest companies in the world. You don't put out articles like this, like, oh, if I'm effed, you're effed. That's what it says. You know, companies with principle and Better Business, obviously, like credited Better Business Bureau style, they tell you, even if we go under, we try to keep our honor with you as our investor, and we try to give you back your money. Obviously, you didn't lose anything. If they went bankrupt, that's on them. But why are your holdings going to go away? You know? Well, clearly they're putting these things out like this to scare people, make it a much more violent sell-off. That way, again, the poop and scoop. I'm going to be one of the people that enjoys that. Hey, I'm not complaining. Bitcoin at 18 or 12,000. Yeah, you heard me right. Don't think I'm BSing you. I told you that big level of support was in that 30 to 31. After that is a free fall drop all the way down to 18,000. That's the next level, between 18 to 20. they don't respect that level of support, and then Bitcoin is going back into the double digits, 10K. Well, you know what I mean, 10,000, 9,000, which I'm not upset by all means. Please go for it. Go for it. I don't obviously expect that to happen to that point, but um, I definitely can see there's a big solid chance Bitcoin at 18,000. Big solid chance. Dogecoin back to 3 cent, 2 3 cent, even less maybe. Um, Ethereum, XRP, ADA, Cardano, all these guys, like they you guys, I'm so excited and happy for all of us. You have no idea. You could probably tell. Uh, I love all of you guys for, making this a true family ship, not a YouTube channel, but more of a familyhood that we all have come here to bond and get to know each other even better and speak with each other. When I'm speaking, I'm not really speaking to people. Honestly, I know that I'm speaking to my brothers and sisters that I'm just so open and clear. I'm not even thinking in the back of my head. I just go on live and then say what I gotta say. I don't pre-think anything or any of that. And most of the times, there's some cool questions, and I'd be more than happy to take them. Let me take some of those questions if there is any. Actually, let me check the comments. Um, Sorry, what's happening to 401k? Kim A, hey, that's all we could do. There's nothing else we could do. We don't control the system. We're part of the system. We just made sure that we don't get stepped on by the system any longer. That's what we did. And that's our God-given right. The system should not be stepping on its people. The system should be working for its people. Gloria, how are you, my friend? Hopefully everything's good with you. I feel the government is also in on it and might not let the MOAS happen. Now, here's the Luna. As far as not letting the MOAS happen, I mean, these are always going to be speculations. We don't know. They can't just not let it happen at all. Like, something has to give. Take it from me on that, because politically speaking, it's gotten so much bigger than the cause itself now. It's so much bigger than that. It's like I said, particularly like I said, remember my word, I said much bigger than the cause itself. Like, the cause was investment, and smart money didn't want to lose to dumb money. But in reality, it is gotten so much bigger than that now. It is not about the cause. It's not about smart money and dumb money. All that is out the window. They wish they could take it back to that, and then they could take their way out. But I do agree with you. Without making any allegations, I've always made the case clear that I had my suspicions about the government being in on it. I mean, there's some articles that came out to say that the order that came down to Robinhood to pull out the buy button wasn't from Citadel after all. It was from the White House. Whether these reports are true or not, again, everything is an allegation. To ABE, I'm not in this to fix, the government or fix the whole system. In fact, I have no desire in doing any of that. That's nasty and ugly business, and not that I'm afraid to do it. It's just not my cause. I see more immediate work to take care of. I mentioned this before. My thing is to monetarily take what is mine, do my thing, submit, basically own up to my goal, because this was a big goal of mine, is to conquer the market. And back when I was much younger, so when I got done with all my retail businesses, retail takes all your time. Now I still have a restaurant and a cafe, but I'm completely away from them. Like, day-to-day operations is all my brother, and I got a couple of good general managers, so they do what they got to do with that, and I have my time to do what I have to do with the market. Now for 2 straight years now, like, just full time, just that's all I do. It's always been the goal is to retire young. And in a way, I'm very blessed. I would say it this way. Like, I'll be the first one to say it, because I've been, like, since I was 21, I haven't worked for someone. Like, it's always been just me, myself, and I. And not that it was sweet. Of course, it has its challenges. Everything has its challenges. It's actually more challenging than just going to get a job, because you know you're headache free. You just get your job, you get your paycheck. You don't care what the business happens to it, whether it goes under or not. You're getting your money. But when you're running your own business at that early age and constantly keep doing what you have to do to survive, kind of like playing Monopoly with your own life, it's a beautiful feeling looking back at it. But I will not forget each hardship that you had to go through. Whenever things happened, oh, such and such pipe broke in the structure in the business. It got to get fixed. Insurance doesn't cover that. What do you got to do? Sales are tight. What do you have to do? All those things, all these things, guys. Back to even to the story where my business partner didn't even pay the city fee for renewing the business operation license, and he got me screwed. The city came in thinking, you know, there's a business that's operating on an expired license, retail sale, the license. They came in and they almost took me down to the, like, you know, arrested me. I've never been arrested. Just they literally, like, the officer knew when I was talking to him that he was like, "What the hell? You don't seem like you understand what's happening." I was like, "No clue what he's talking about. Everything is proper." And unfortunately, yeah, I called my partner and he's like, "Oh man, I forgot to renew it like 3 months ago." And they've been sending us emails. And I forgot to tell you, I've been busy with my newborn and whatever. Yeah. They put literally, like they put a charge on my record for that. I just finally got it expunged. Like this happened 9 years ago, and I just got it expunged like a couple years ago or a year ago. And I had nothing to do with it. And it cost me like 1,500 too. The lawyer went to speak to the judge and everything. They're like, "Yeah, but he's the president of the company, so therefore it's in his name. We understand his partner." Even my partner went and said, like, you know, "I forgot to pay it. Sorry." They said, "That's it. The ticket is wrote. It's given out. It's done deal." Point is, you never lift your, you know, hands up and say, "I'm done." You got to keep moving forward. And this is feeling special because I feel like we're around that realm or around that corner in this play. And I just get that feeling. I just get that feeling, guys. I just got that feeling. Let's see. What's up, guys? I finally got a Discord. I'm in Pam's chat now. Adrian, Pabloco will shoot you over to our Discord as well. You'll find a lot of some fun notifications there. Anything that we can't talk about on this live channel, guys, like as far as ideas or any of that stuff, that's normally where we'll have it. And Pabloco is the man. Like, you know, he keeps it lit and live in there. Pokes, how are you doing? Hopefully you're still doing, you know, your hard work, accumulating more, working hard. It's gonna be hard to hide the car I'm finna buy after Moas. Hey, have your fun, brother. Have your fun. Yeah, join the AB Discord. AB Investments. I don't have my shut. Mickey, maybe since you're an admin right here, or a mod, is there a way that you could share the link in the comment section for the people? I forgot to copy it before I got on. Wait, can I try something crazy? Can I exit? Press the home button on my phone, exit, go get the link and come back? Will it still be, will we still be streaming? Radwan, how are you doing? Okay, let me try to go get that link real quick. Yes, Gloria, I just actually saw. I'm back. It worked. I thought we got off, but it worked. Oh, Mickey, so you brought the so I went to go get it and you got it. Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate it. Wow, half the people in here left. Well, we're back. Let's see where did I leave off? Let's see. Be sure to hit that. Thank you. Appreciate you, Mickey. Harshan Gill, how are you, my friend? Mickey, you can, yes, but you want to be careful with that because, again, shorting is very intense the way that it works. You could, like, you see what happened with it yesterday when it was dropping the day before yesterday, and then yesterday it rebounded like 5, 6, 7%. If something like that was to happen with you and you don't have enough leeway, like enough space, that little 5, 6% could trigger you over the margin, and that could get you a margin call, a maintenance call. Depending on what broker. You can't do it also with every broker. It depends on which brokerage you try to do it with. But yeah, very, very, very risky, scary business. So be careful with that. But the answer is yes. I won't get all emotional, but the love and support from this community helps me more than words can say. Hey, that's what I say all the time, Mickey. You guys, that's how you guys make me feel. I come here to actually get some of you guys, not so that you guys could get some of me. We got this, KJW. You're right. Damn right. It's not like we didn't try to warn everyone. Yeah, they will twist it, make it look bad. But my conscience is clear. Say, hey, that's good. That's all that is needed. All our consciences need to be clear. But we still need to have some sympathy for what happens to the people, the loved ones that we have. Because don't forget, the people that are gonna get affected by this are all people that are not invested in meme stocks or in our place. It's gonna be, odds are, many of them are gonna be also family members of your own, any of you. So it's gonna be tough to try to be happy and celebrate around your own. I mean, I understand, to each their own, and some people might be okay with strangers. They don't care about what other people think, but it's a tougher pill to swallow when it's your own family around you, like an uncle of yours, an aunt of yours, or a sister, a brother, anything, any relative. So I'm not saying don't enjoy your money. Shit, I'm the first person to tell you that. But I'm saying be careful with your money, because obviously what's the point of having something to enjoy but can't enjoy it when, God forbid, something bad happens to you because of someone who thinks you robbed them or you're the reason. I mean, again, when people translate anger into different forms, in different ways, each one is different. Some people have hate in their system. I don't have it in me. I don't understand how it can be. Even when the world is crashing on me, on the top of my head, I never look at someone else and say, oh, okay, why him? Why she? Why her? Why they're okay? I'm not. You got to always look inwards and say, I am the problem. And when you look inwards and see that you're the problem, then, only then, I'm not saying be hard on yourself and like blame yourself, call yourself a loser. Never. I would say, you were wrong about me. Look inwards. And then, based on that, I will come up, hopefully with time, be able to pinpoint where I was wrong. For these people, I can tell you, if they're real with themselves and reality and life, they'll come out and say eventually, you know what? We were warned about this. My nephew came, or my sister came, which could be you, obviously, in this case, said, hey, watch out for your 401ks. This such and such is going down. You need to prepare for this downturn that's coming up next year or the end of this year. Things are going to be really rough. You need to have some contingency plans. And they threw all that out the window, right? I'm hoping that these people that do eventually get that conscience can think like that and be like, I was warned. I'm the problem. It's not these people. If anything, it's the system. It's not these people. And I aspire to be something like that. And maybe at that point, that could be their turnaround moment in life as well. Again, money comes and goes, guys. Anybody that sits here and tell you this will never happen again is a complete idiot or a liar, or doesn't understand how the system works. Life is life. Every time, every day, there's always a new opportunity or a new thing, maybe in a different realm, in a different way. something, just something different. That's life. It keeps moving and something new is going to come off. Will I sit here and tell you no AMC or GME play will ever happen again? Hell no, that's not the truth. Shit will happen. Look back in the previous squeezes that happened. Squeezes do or tend to happen. This whole AMC GME, the only thing that's different about it is that it's retail that's triggering this. It's not the smart money or the other side fighting amongst themselves. In fact, I think this is going to be the first of many to come in the future, because after we're done with this, we're going to make such a loud statement in history that the whole world, whoever is not an investor, will become an investor just because of us. We're going to be so inspirational to that point. And when you tell me that everybody in the world is becoming an investor, like imagine our numbers, but multiply it by 100 or by 50, just out of hype alone, because people see the crazy numbers. Like, look, these people, they waited a year and a half or 2 years and look what they got, millions of dollars. That's the human brain, people. That's how it works. So yes, we are set up for many AMCs and GMEs to come down the line in the future. Only FOMO mindset or young mindsets that don't understand the game or the system will tell you this will never happen again. I'm just being honest with you guys. It happened many times before, over and over again. It's just how frequent is the real answer here. You know, every 12, 15 years, that's when something like that goes down. But if it's the first, hell no. Way far from that. It happens all the time throughout this near past future history. That's how it always went down. Watch, the next meme is gonna be coins, cryptos, and it's gonna be also gold and silver coins, because obviously the dollar or the digital dollar is also gonna be going to shit. So we're with each other. Even after post-MOAS, we're gonna be here. This is a family. So okay, AB, you was right. That they would blame the apes. Did you guys see the lady on Fox News blaming clueless investors for the current situation? Yeah. I mean, again, she don't even. I guarantee you guys. Like, the funny thing is, if they would allow people to come on the show and comment, it's so crazy because it's only in one comment. Like, all I have to do is ask that same. Like, all people have to do is ask that same lady a question, a simple question, and be like, hey. What is it? Can you break down to us what is happening? Why do you think how is it that these people messed up the system? Or why are they blamed for this situation? What is it that they're doing that is making this world like this, or this situation like this? I guarantee you she's going to be stuttering. She's not even going to understand, because all she's been doing is learning from a paper that is being handed to her and said, this is the script. This is what you have to read. Go earn your paycheck. I think AMC is dropping to 5 by Friday. What's your thoughts? Can you see it around the $5 range? I would be extremely shocked, Harshan. I'll be very shocked. I mean, the most shocking to me is 861 and 5. Wow. 5 means it's see, here's the thing. There's always this little doubt in me that says, what if they do a little run up and then, you know, prolong this until next year or something like that? It's possible, depending on how much money they've been pulling out or carving out of the system. But if we see 861 or $5, you can kiss that thought out the window, literally. and here's why. You're probably wondering, like, why? What's so special about that? Because this is taking it back to the levels that where all the shorting really began was around that range. $4, $5, $3 to $5 was when they originally started shorting. The OGs of the shorters started shorting AMC and GME around that range, back when the pandemic first closed everything down. So if they take it down to that point, then that means the OG coverers are going to cover. Obviously, people are not going to sell them shares, so the first few people are going to use whatever floating shares that are around. then they're gonna have some sort of deal with institutional investors. Because again, retail is not selling. Eh, Retail is not even looking at their phone. Uh, at least 90% of them, I would say. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I would say at least 90% of them, they're not even going to look at their phone unless it's 100 or above. Like, that's when they at least start looking at the phone. So for them, thinking about it in the 8 and the 9 and the 10 and the 5 and the 11 and the 12, even the 50, it's pointless. Like I said, the reason why I said 90% because there is that 10% out there that are day trading AMC, unfortunately, and they're the ones who's going to stand to lose the most. They're going to see the biggest thing happen, and they're not going to make anything from it. They're really not going to be the beneficiary side of it. So we shall see how the whole thing will work out. So yeah, I just had a funny thought. Yeah, I don't see, again, Harshan, I don't see 5. I see 861 or higher. But again, anything is possible. If that, like I said, if it goes down there, I'll be even happier. You're telling me with $5,000 I can get 1,000 shares? Yes, Gloria, I love those bags of money. They're sacks of money. Let me hold one. I don't care who they blame. I just want my attendees trying to explain to them the truth. Most won't listen anyway. Been there before. Yep. They're not gonna, most people are just gonna brush you off. And when it's time to really listen or explain, it's pointless. You're gonna be explaining to someone who just looks at you as a target that took something from them. It's pointless. It's just move on, be happy, enjoy your new life. That's it. Why didn't they leave Ken and Jeff up in space? Earth. In space. Earth smiled way better with them turds gone. The nerve is going to be spread, and I'm excited. Maybe more people will FOMO. Yeah, FOMO is going to come. You'll see. Don't worry. FOMO is going to come, and it's going to come wildly too. I broke down before saying who's the FOMO gonna be. The FOMO is gonna be those people that were day trading or have been day trading this stock because they have conviction into the play. They're just too insidious and greedy to sit there and wait and be patient for their attendees. Instead, they want to do stuff like day trade it, thinking that they're going to grab it back down at a lower price. It worked once or twice before, so therefore they take it for granted now. In a way, they believe they have enough conviction in the play, but they don't believe that the stock is ever going to squeeze, because obviously their action is always buy on the dip, sell on the rip, buy back on the dip, and so forth. So those people are going to be, majority of the FOMO is going to be from those people, because they're going to think that it's like old times. Oh yeah, it's about to sell off after it gets to 25 or 30, and then we're held for another 3-4 months of just sitting here. Why wait? Why wait? No, I'd rather sell. That's how they think. Unfortunately, that's them. Well, those people are going to be very pissed. I'm telling you, you'll see on the day of, majority of the people that are going to talk so much crap about this are going to be the people that were in the play, but they were day trading this play and they missed out on it. So therefore, they're going to be steering people crazy on social media. Like, these people because they know everything about this. They know that these plays are part of what is going to bring down the system. So they know a lot of info that they're going to utilize in a negative way against us, because they were part of the family. They just themselves turned themselves down through playing option plays and getting burnt, not playing them correctly, day trading this and missing out on the play, on the true play, getting locked out of it. And eventually that's going to be that crowd that's going to be most negative against us because they missed out. They were in it. They've been a part of it for almost 2 years, and guess what? They missed out at that point. Leo the Lion, what's up, brother? Are you still in Hawaii? No, I'm sorry. Why am I think I'm confused. Yeah, I think I confused you, Leo. Sorry. Are you in the MMA gym? Doing some Kimuras on people? I got your name now, Adrian. I see you. They want to blame us, apes, but still conveniently fail to mention anything about the corruption or abuse of naked short market manipulation. Go figure. Of course, they're not going to mention something like that because anything like that is mentioned by them, that means we're revolution in the States. Because again, it's all about accreditation, like credibility. Like when I go, doesn't matter how big this YouTube channel gets. When I tell people, ordinary people on the streets that don't invest, the things that I'm saying right now, they're gonna look at me and say, They're gonna look me up, down, say, okay, he's got a hat on. He doesn't look like he's old enough. Yeah, I've seen this kind before. Literally, that's what's gonna go in their mind. They're just basically gonna be looking for the, how could I not discredit this entity that's speaking in front of me? That's they're viewing me from that perspective or from that direction. They're not going to be viewing me from the direction of, what if he's correct? What if he's correct? No, it's kind of like knowing that there's the bad or the monster right outside, and you just cover yourself in the blanket and say, please go away, please go away. Well, that's not that kind of word, my friends. When this shit comes at you in your face, it's not gonna go nowhere. It's gonna be stuck in your face until you deal with it. What's coming as far as this headache that's coming? Ah, okay. Radwan is Reds. Okay, I see now. Look forward to it, pokes. Continue the hard work. Hey B, you looked at it. You looked like you were running the full court press in your last live in the car. Hot as hell. Oh man, speaking of that, I tried to, like, yeah, my here. You see, I got it wrapped up. I got my ankle wrapped up still. I can't run. I want to run, so I can walk, but not for long distances before it starts locking up on me. Like, it gets extremely bruised, sore. The tissue, I think the muscle just needs to keep getting iced, and it needs time to heal. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, it was extremely hot. Extremely hot. This is the Midwest for you. Tomorrow is going to be probably 40 degrees. Okay, it's all good. That sun don't play no games. I wish there was an ocean here next to us that I could just like run right into, and I could literally live my whole life on the ocean. I have something crazy with it. There is, every time I'm down in Cali or in Florida, there's like, I'm the one who's spending hours on the beach, even at night. I'll take a hookah and go next to the beach. I'll just view the waves and listen to them, and look far out, because it's dark, you can't see the end. You just know there's something out there. Somebody play the piano music in the background on that note. KL, howdy partner. Are you ready for these tendies? I hope you're hungry. I'm down 82% on my account, but I hit up a juicy buy when it hit 10:02. There you go, Adrian. Man with a plan. I was doing the same thing, guys. I was loading up regardless, but today I had to do a nice one. So I think I did save some for later because I do think that there is more to see. I think we're gonna strength down a little bit more. Like I said, 861 is where my levels have been. I'll be surprised if it goes under that, honestly. Um, I'll be super surprised if it actually touches that and bounces right off, because that will make it extremely too perfect. There's no such thing as perfect in the stock market. But um, hey guys, I've been like every single thing I've been telling you on these things that have been happening in the past few months uh, have been spot on. So it will go to at least go lower than 30 a share for sure. I'm sorry, is that Mickey, is that like 30 a share for AMC? GME on fire sale? Yes, of course. GME is a major one too. But you gotta remember, guys, you gotta remember, I mean, I'm super huge in both. You gotta remember is that the most important thing is that both are heavily shorted, and they're both very over leveraged by the other side. So if you want to stick it to them, I'm not going to tell you where to invest or what to invest in general, but I will tell you that you should keep both in your back of your head. And no one is going to come here and say, not in this community at least, GME this and AMC F that and FAMC and yeah, down with GME or whatever. None of that stuff here. Here, you guys all know that we talk about all the stocks too, all the meme stocks. This is not just strictly like only AMC happens to be the Pikachu of our Pokemons. That sounds right. That's a good analogy. I like it. So AMC was like the Pikachu of our Pokemons if we were Ash Ketchum. But we're the rest are obviously still part of our crew, and the other ones are very important to us as well. It's all about money, guys. This is the stock market, not the oh please let it be mine market. I'm glad I sold all my BBIG. Low power BBIG going to the grave, baby. That's not for sure yet. You don't know that. It's announced for the 18th all the way to 28th. It's a little too early. Unless you have conviction in the play, you don't. I would always say never get into it. I personally have conviction in the play, and it's for long term regardless. Like if the play don't squeeze, like I said multiple times before that I care. I'm gonna come out winning regardless, because Cryptide, when they hand off the Cryptide, that's free. That's tax free. For all the shares that I've been accumulating for BBIG, I'm gonna get a nice grip of Cryptides. Then I can sell both, or I can hold on to my BBIG, sell the Cryptides, and make my money back on my investment, and just hold BBIG for the long run. I know it's gonna be a good company. Shit, it already is. So I was never making an investment in BBIG so I can possibly at some point get out of it so that I can make more into my AMC or add more to AMC or GME. No, that was never part of that plan. BBIG was an investment of its own. tlry is an investment of its own. Koss is an investment of its own for me. bbby is an investment of its own. spce is an investment of its own. Those companies that I just mentioned right there, and even Sundial, those are all I have positions in that have nothing to do with my AMC and GME plans or shares. Everything that I add to AMC and GME is from my day trading habits that I get. I transfer over. I explained it before. I think you remember. I would do what I got to do on Webull in the morning, transfer the profits over to my account, transfer it over to my long-term holding account, where I'm going long, whether it's Fidelity or TD Ameritrade, and buy my AMC and GME there, my shares there. So yeah, at the end of the day, I would like to say winning. I don't know about that at will. Look at Mickey J. It's likely under a short attack like AMC and GME right now. Yes, it's very possible. It's very possible. But what matters the most to me, as I stated before, is unlike any other play, at least you're definitely sure you're gonna get free shares. You're about to get free shares on the 28th. If you had a position before the 18th, you're about to get free cryptides. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure nothing has to always be like a squeeze like AMC. I'm not expecting it to be like an AMC. I mean, the true potential if bbig is high. It's very high. It can easily go into the 3 digits. Now, if they do some of the scrutiny that I mentioned in the previous chats and the lives, the few recent ones, I said that such and such, they could do such and such to screw it up. You guys remember the story. But even if they do that, that means the true potential is not met by bbig, not the true big squeeze that I envision for it, that it's very well capable of doing. But even at its worst, you still come out making money. Cryptide is not going to drop at 50 cents a share or $2 a share or $1 a share. So if you have a position, you get some tendies, you move on. Life is done. At least for that play. We are going to have to get that Forex knowledge ASAP so we don't lose the value of our profits stuck in the USD. Yeah, that's the thing. See, the Forex, Bob Loco, is a different world for by itself. Like, there's way more money. I'll be the first one to tell you here. There's way more money into it than the stocks. Stocks is like the baby's world of the Forex. And I'm not saying that as like it's harder. No, it is more risky, but the reward is more as well handsome. So, and you could in the Forex market, you could really make $1,200 or $1,000 or $2,000, make them into 50,000 or 100,000 at some point in a very short time frame. But you could also lose all that money in a even faster realm. That's where you go in that realm. It's all about bits, you know, whether you want to go win by 5 bits, 20 bits, 10 bits, you know, stuff like that. It's a different complete language. But after the MOS, like I said, we will speak about things like that. We'll talk about things like that, okay? Because we don't want people to get screwed over on the other stuff. Okay, so it looks like I got 4%, no, 3% left on the charge. Let's see, what can I read in those last 3? What are my expectations for tomorrow? I know that's not a question, but I'm going to answer it anyways. Tomorrow's Thursday. I anticipate I anticipate them to reach the levels that they want. So maybe a small consolidation, similar to yesterday, what happened where people thought that we were about to move back up, but I was one of the only ones telling you that don't fall for this. This is a bull trap, another bull trap. And it was, because today was a nightmare compared to the past few days. Like today, things drop even worse. I mean, that Coinbase alone, guys, that Coinbase thing that's happening right now, falling down almost 50%, that's the biggest of disasters that could happen on their market, on their books, on their side. Now, how many people are connected to that? I think Paradigm is connected to the Coinbase. Citadel is obviously with Paradigm in such a small partnership role that Paradigm is invested in less than 5% in Citadel securities. So they're buddies. Like everybody's eating a little taste of that. 50% loss. Almost every company is invested, or every hedge fund is invested in Coinbase. Let's see.